Hey guys, and welcome to my updated review today of Surfshark. So Surfshark continues to be one of the best VPNs in the industry, and it's one of my favorite VPNs to recommend, particularly because of all the features and value it offers for such a low price, including being the only VPN to offer unlimited device connections. But while it certainly holds its own against much more expensive VPNs, there are a few areas where it falls short by comparison. So in this review, I'll give you guys an updated look at Surfshark, show you some live examples of using it, and ultimately help you decide if this would be the best VPN for you or not. And as always, if you end up wanting to try Surfshark, I'll include links to the best special deals or discounts I've been able to get for you guys in the description below. So Surfshark is one of the easiest VPNs to use. It has a very simple and straightforward interface, which makes it ideal for anyone who's never used a VPN before. Surfshark also makes it super easy to connect to the fastest server for you to use, and then you can always manually select a different server whenever you like as well. The selection of servers that Surfshark offers is a little over 3,200, spread across 65 countries, which will be way more than most people need. Because while other VPNs may have more servers or be in more countries, you'll notice that their connection speed will often drop quite a bit more when using some of these VPNs compared to using Surfshark. And that's simply because what's important is not so much the quantity of servers a VPN has, but the quality. So the key is having a good quality server that's close enough to you so that you don't experience a huge drop in your connection speed when you connect to it. So while Surfshark doesn't have as many servers in as many countries as some of the more expensive VPNs, you're getting a very similar experience when it comes to your connection speed because of the quality emphasis that Surfshark places on the servers it provides for you to use. And then regarding connection speed, this is something Surfshark does surprisingly well. For example, compared to the fastest VPNs I've tested, Surfshark is only about 5 to 10% slower. But something to note is that Surfshark isn't quite as reliable at maintaining these high speeds. So on occasion, the speeds may fluctuate a bit so that Surfshark will end up being more like 10 to 15% slower. Now, this is still really good, and even with these fluctuations, it still puts Surfshark at the top as one of the fastest VPNs available. So even though this isn't something that will be an issue for most people, if, as an example, you want to download things as fast as possible and you're willing to pay more for the ability to do that, then this is where it might make sense to consider investing in a more expensive VPN. But otherwise, whether you're streaming Netflix, gaming, torrenting, or just downloading something online, Surfshark will still be plenty fast for any of that. And this is especially important to consider if you want to use a VPN to, say, unblock geo-restricted content from streaming media providers. And this doesn't just work for Netflix, but lots of other streaming media sites such as Amazon Prime, Hulu, Disney+, BBC iPlayer, ESPN, and many others. Then for those who want to use a VPN for torrenting, Surfshark has quickly become one of the best in this regard as well. Because here again, unlike other VPNs, there are no bandwidth limits for torrenting. You can use any server you like for peer-to-peer activity, and it provides a kill switch so that if Surfshark were to suddenly disconnect for whatever reason, it will prevent any information from being sent over the internet until your connection to Surfshark is reestablished. And this is a huge protection feature that unfortunately not all VPNs are providing just yet. So basically, you can file share all you like without your ISP or internet service provider ever knowing what files you're sharing or downloading. And if you don't mind sacrificing some of your download speed, Surfshark has a feature you can turn on which will prevent your ISP from even detecting that you're using a VPN. And then security-wise, Surfshark also provides the most advanced military-grade encryption and several features such as multiple protocols that you normally don't find with such a budget-friendly VPN. For example, multi-hop, also known as double VPN, gives you double the encryption by routing your connection through 2 different servers rather than 1. So for those who want the additional peace of mind and that extra layer of protection, this is an incredible feature. Just keep in mind your speeds will be reduced a bit more because of connecting to that second server. And then Whitelister, which is often known as split tunneling, is a feature which lets you select which apps or applications, websites, or IP addresses can bypass your VPN connection. For example, you could include an app like Google Earth on this list so it won't think you're in a different location whenever you start using Surfshark. Also, Clean Web. This is a feature Surfshark provides which blocks ads, trackers, and malware. And this is something you often have to pay for with other VPNs. However, this ad blocking feature doesn't catch everything. So just keep in mind that while it may not block all types of ads, it does work really well at stopping annoying pop-ups. And then for those in more cyber restrictive environments, no borders mode or obfuscation is a feature that Surfshark provides which disguises your VPN traffic to make it look like ordinary internet browsing traffic. So this means that even your ISP or your internet service provider can't tell that you're even using a VPN. As a result, this allows you to bypass internet restrictions such as the Great Firewall of China. Then, when you combine this feature with the Shadow Socks protocol, both make Surfshark a powerful option for being able to browse the internet freely when you're in countries with strict internet censorship laws. And then one of my favorite features about Surfshark is that it gives you an unlimited number of device connections. And this is incredible because the average for most VPNs is about 5 to 7. And Surfshark continues to be the only VPN offering this right now. So what this means is that you, your family, and even your friends, or really anyone you want to share your account with, can all be using Surfshark at the same time on as many devices as you like. Now, pricing-wise, this is what makes Surfshark such an attractive VPN to get, and the reason it continues to be my favorite VPN to recommend to family and friends. So there are currently 3 plans you can choose from. All plans include a 30-day money-back guarantee, and they're great about honoring this should you decide you're not happy with their service. Basically, you get a better deal the more months you pay for upfront. You can end up saving quite a bit more this way, so I'd certainly recommend that option if that works within your budget. And then if you decide to give Surfshark a try, again, you can check out the link in the description and I'll include the best discounts I can get for you guys as well. Now, one thing to note is that they have started to slowly increase their price. So if you think you may want to use a VPN for longer than 6 months, I definitely consider the longer plan so you can lock in the best deal possible and potentially save even more money that way. So as I stated at the beginning of this review, I wanted to focus on all the things Surfshark does really well, which as you can see, there's quite a few. But there are a couple reasons you may want to spend more money on a more expensive VPN. First, if you want to preserve as much of your download speed as possible and you're willing to pay more money for that, then a more expensive VPN could be the way to go. Although Surfshark is very fast and truly one of the fastest VPNs, it's not the fastest. So if you want to make sure you're getting the fastest speeds possible when using a VPN, you'll probably want to pass on Surfshark. Next, Surfshark can be a bit slower making connections compared to more expensive VPNs. For example, when you're connecting to servers or disconnecting and reconnecting to media sites like Netflix, you'll find there may be a 3-second delay or so compared to more expensive VPNs. While this isn't always the case, and you can sometimes get lightning fast connections with Surfshark as well, it's just not as reliable in this regard. So if you're someone who prefers not to have to wait those extra few seconds whenever you connect to a server, then you may want to look at spending more on a different VPN. But otherwise, the reason Surfshark continues to be the VPN I recommend the most to my family and friends is because it does all the things the most expensive VPNs do, but at a fraction of the cost. So for anyone just looking for a really good VPN without the high price tag, this is absolutely the way to go because you're still getting a really fast VPN that will allow you to not only unblock the toughest media sites like Netflix, but you'll actually be able to stream content in 4K as well. It's even fast enough to use for gaming, and Surfshark not only has no bandwidth limits for streaming or torrenting, but it can also keep you completely safe while doing any file sharing. It's super easy for anyone to use, has some of the friendliest and most helpful customer support in the industry, and ultimately, there's just not a better VPN available at this price. And then considering you get an unlimited number of device connections, for the price, you just can't beat all the value you get with Surfshark. So hopefully this review was helpful. If so, please leave a thumbs up, as I always appreciate that. And just a reminder that if you decide to get Surfshark, again, I'll put a link in the description to any of the best deals I can get for you guys. Also, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to share those down below, as I love getting to answer as many of those as I can. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.